Hey guys, how are you? It's your girl Kira here, and today we are talking about how to make like an effective mood board. And honestly, what's a mood board? I did not believe in mood boards. I thought they were silly to make. I literally thought like, why am I doing this? But let me tell you something. I made my first like real digital mood board that I printed out, looked at it every single day, and it was God sent. Like, your girl achieved everything that was in that original mood board. So why not run it back for 2023? So I'm going to screen record my mood board while I am talking to you guys. Okay, so as you guys can see, I titled it Blueprint to Life. I don't know why, I just thought that was like super fitting. And when you see it, I think it just kind of all makes sense and goes together. First thing that I want to talk about is like my attitude. How do I want to be, like, what do I want my demeanor to be about, you know? So the first thing I thought of was like, I want to be thoughtful. Like, I want the first thing that people think of me is thoughtful. I am the worst at gift giving. I am like the worst at like certain things, but I am aware of that, so I want to be better. I want to be considerate. I want to be intentional. Intentional is like literally the word all 2023. I want to be fun and loving, inspirational. I want to have the attitude that everybody can win. I mean, I already thought that, but like I really want to make sure people feel that from me. I also want to romanticize my life. Like, we're gonna get into that a little bit more later on, but like romanticizing your life is very important. And I also want to stop overthinking. Like, the Virgo in me, so I need to stop. Next thing that I wanted to do was talk about like my appearance. Like, how do I want to look? How do I want to be presented? So I want to make sure that my skin is healthy, whatever that means, like taking care of my skin, putting on my, night creams, putting on my things to make my skin glow in the sun. Like, I want my body to look like it's glowing. I also like the idea of like just getting in better shape. So that's why you see the girl there with like better shape. And then my scents, Baccarat, you already know how I'm coming, but just like more upscale scents and smelling like a rich biatch, okay? And then I also put like Lori Harvey there. I love her makeup, her whole vibe, her whole aura is just like a vibe. So how do I want you guys to envision doing this page? Like the last two pages, like I want you to talk about like the attitude and talk about like, who do you want to be in life? How do you want to be perceived, And then at the same time, like, how do you want to be looked at? So what do you want to look like? What do you want your attitude to be? How do you want to be addressed? Moving along, income streams, like this is where I want to get my money from. Like, when we talk about money, we're always so like, oh, it's taboo, don't talk about it. But it's like, why not? Like, we all need to get to the bag, So first things first, I want to make sure I am doing big numbers with Amazon. I want to make sure that I have my YouTube monetization, which, by the way, your girl is close. So thank you for watching this video. Let's get into that, okay? I also want to have consistent brand collaborations. I feel like that extra bit of money coming in is chef's kiss. And then I also want to do freelance modeling. I dibbled and dabbled with it last year, but this year I'm trying to get into a better shape so I could be called in for more modeling gigs, because that's where I want to be. Moving along, I have some big goals, Let's talk about goals, because goal setting is so important. So on this page right here, I have like pictures of goals, but I don't necessarily have like exactly what I want. But from seeing this, I know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. So first things first, I want to be debt free. Like, being debt free is something that is so crucial to me right now. Like, I want to make sure I don't have like that little over my head saying, you owe so-and-so money. Like, I never want to feel that way. Also too, like we talked about fitness, I want to be really into my fitness this year. So I'm going to be doing 2 a day. So in the morning time, I'll be working on my cardio. At nighttime, I'm going to be doing like my fitness. So again, it's nothing that I have to write down here, but just me seeing the girl in shape, just me seeing like debt free, like that just gives me like, okay, you know what you got to do, girl. Obviously we have money up there because we all need to make some points. We see over there like a girl in her little luxury car. I want that. I told myself like the year of 35, I need to have me a luxury car. So we're getting there. Yeah, and then over there is a boat. And it doesn't necessarily mean a cruise, but it does mean travel. Like last year we traveled, but it was more so within Florida. I think we went to Vegas and we went to Jersey. But you know what I mean? You know, like you wanna just talk about, I wanna go traveling. I wanna be in a different country, you know, acting a fool. So what are your goals and what picture can you look at that will symbolize to you the bigger picture, like what you really want for 2023? Moving along, I really want this year to be about like the best body I've ever had. And it's crazy because the older I get, the harder it is to lose weight and to be in the best shape. But like if I just do what I need to do, I can do it. So as you can see, I have like a little Pilates, like a reformer, whatever thing in there. And I wanna start Pilates. I wanna be working on tightening my core and doing like muscle training. I have on there a lot of greens, a lot of healthy meals, because I realized like last year, I wasn't really doing my body any justice by not eating all the vegetables and the servings that I was supposed to eat. So it's like, girl, you gotta start eating better and stop playing. And then last but not least, my water intake. Like my water, I need to really focus on that. I feel like the more water I drink, the more like I'll just be healthier overall. So the vibe, this is how I want to dress. Like for me, it's really important to have this in my mood board, considering the fact that I am an influencer and I kind of like talk to people about trends and style and fashion tips and give that advice. Like I need to make sure that I look the part. So this page is like all about like my fashion inspo. I want to be luxurious, romantic. I want to have like understated designer. Like I want it to be like, oh, where did she get that? Oh, you know, understated. Next I came up with like kind of like a little routine for myself. The only thing that I didn't do was add like my second workout in here, but I am going to squeeze it in when I can. I usually have like this really wonky weird hour from 8 to 9 where I don't know if my husband's gonna be home because of work or he is, and that's when I'm gonna kind of squeeze it in. And yeah, I just love that I have it all planned out like this so I can kind of gauge my day. This next one is the habits that I want to do weekly and monthly. I feel like I had to break this down for me because even though I have like my daily habits and what I want to do on a daily basis, what do I need to get done weekly? Okay, what do I need to do on a monthly basis to keep this boat going? So I talk about silly stuff. It could be laundry, groceries. But the reason why that's silly to some, but it's important for me, is because I'll go 3 weeks without doing laundry. That's how many clothes we have. I know I need to stop, and then it gets to be mounds in the garage. You know, I want to talk about Pinterest and be on Pinterest more. I want to whiten my teeth and, you know, have like a little home kit, but then also go to the dentist. I want to wash my hair, and I also want to be conscious about planning content. Monthly, I also want to plan like my going out calendar. Like I really want to have like a good balance of a social life, date night life with my husband, and you know, making sure my house looks good. So I have like a little picture of an organizer there so we can organize all of this. Friendships is really big for me. I have a hard time with friendships because I'll go missing. It's me, I'm the drama. I'll really just go missing for like 3 days and be like, hey, how are ya? And it's really not good. So that's why like one of the biggest words at the top of my list is low maintenance. I'm a low maintenance friend. I don't ask for much. I don't ask for anything, actually. You know, I just ask for like a listening ear sometimes. And you know, that's it. Respectful, easy, present, no gossip, no competition, like loyal. And I really just want loyalty. Like that's the biggest gift of all, is loyalty when it comes to friendships. So this page doesn't have to be necessarily for you how you want your friendships to go. It could be you reevaluating your friendships, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. Lifestyle. What's your lifestyle going to be about? All 2022, it was about like the soft life, you know? Oh, the soft life. Is that what you're thinking about this year? Are you back to hustle mode because you know you want to get to your coins and get to your bag? Like, what do you want to do? So for me, it's a good mixture of hustling and soft life. I want to be able to reap the benefits that I have put in all last year, but then at the same time, I still have to hustle to make more because now I have people on the payroll. And then that's that. I just want to grow my social media. And as you can see, my goal is like 1 million followers. It sounds crazy, and maybe not on one platform, but just even seeing it like photoshopped in here makes me think like it can happen. And if I see it daily and I look at this daily, it can happen, baby. And then last but not least, what I did was I took all of the keywords from this, all of the key pictures from this mood board, and I made a screensaver. That was probably the most genius thing I've done. And the reason why I think it's so genius to me is because when we have a mood board that we just create, leave on the computer, how often are we gonna revisit it? I am crazy enough to just like print it out and look at it every single day, but like, are we really gonna do that? So what I did was I took it a step further. I put down my big keywords: healthy, intentional. I wanna be inspirational, so I just put inspo for short, fun and loving. Like, I broke that down really small and put some pictures that really stood out to me. So when I see it, it's like, oh, gotta drink your water. So that's why water is like really big. The picture of Lori Harvey with her green outfit on being very stylish, like that's very big. So the things that are like really big to me are the bigger pictures, and the things that are like, okay, you got this, you know, are a little bit smaller pictures that complement the others. You don't even understand, it's only been 3 days, but every time I pick up my phone and I see it on my phone, I'm like, this. Like I was out and I'm like, oof, I'm so hungry right now. And then I am like, oh, let me look at my phone. My phone just was like, you know what? You're not gonna be eating this McDonald's when you're driving home. You're gonna wait so you can have you a nice little healthy Mediterranean salad. But anywho, that is my mood board for 2023. I wanted to share that with you guys, and I want to encourage you guys to make yourself a mood board. We still have enough time. It's still early in the year. Let's get into this being the best year that you could possibly have. And it all starts with a plan. What's your plan? How are you gonna attack 2023? Like, when you think about what this year it could bring, what do you think about? You know, like, where do you want to see yourself 4 months, 6 months, 10 months from now? Literally a lot can change in the year. Literally the 2021 New Year's Eve, I'll never forget. I was going into 2022 and I had a clothing business. I was, you know, I had my daughter, she was in kindergarten. A lot can change. I no longer have a clothing business. I do other things and make more money that way, you know, like, and it's because I align myself up to do those things. And I just want to know, like, what are you gonna do? Hey guys, I got more videos for you to watch. Don't go anywhere. But if you wanted to know what I meant by romanticizing my life, stay here. So, romanticizing your life, little sidebar, let's talk about that really quickly. So, one of the things that I realized that I wasn't doing was I wasn't living in the moment. I feel like I am so worried about the future, the outcome, that I forget about how precious the journey is, you know? Like, literally, a month before my daughter turned 7, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be 7, she's gonna be 7, she's gonna be 7. But each day I'm like, okay, well, what can I do to nurture this last little bit of this 6-year-old age, you know? Like, what can I do? It's a lot of things that just go through our head, and like us just like, oh my God, I gotta get to this next level. I gotta get this promotion. I gotta do this for the gram. I gotta do this for my husband. I gotta. And we forget about today. right now in this moment. Taking a deep breath, smelling the roses, you know, and just like saying to ourselves, what's beautiful about this moment? And that to me is romanticizing my life. I'm walking down the street while I'm taking pictures and I'm on a content day. Like I take a deep breath and I just look around and I'm like, oh my God, look at this architecture. Look at that bee on the flower. You know, just like that is what I'm talking about. All right, guys. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you guys, and I'm so glad you tuned in for another video. I appreciate you guys. Mwah. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me on Kira Bood, Kira's Fashion Finds, and I'm also on TikTok and Pinterest as well. Bye.